What's good, T Squad? It's me, Keisha, and I'm here with this week's All Tea, All Shade, Love and Hip Hop Miami Season 5, Episode 23 review. Let's get right into it because this week's episode was crazy. So we start off where we left off last week with Zoe getting mad at Gael for, talking slick at the mouth or whatever. And she was like, you need to watch your mouth and watch who you talking to. I'm tired of people thinking they can just come at me any kind of way and think I'm just supposed to take it. And Zoe has taken a lot being on this show with people calling her fat, talking about her looks and everything else. And Flo, of course, tries to take up for Gael, which I don't even understand why when she's your worst fucking enemy. And Zoe was like, stop taking up for her. You know your sister is dead wrong. Like, stop. So Hot Topic start crying and says, that she realizes now everything that Zoe has to go through. And it was like she felt remorseful for adding to her pain, because she called her fat and said she need to lose weight and all this type of stuff, and she apologizes. And Zoe actually appreciated the apology, and I hope it was genuine. I hope she just wasn't trying to have a little moment or whatever. But after that, we go back to the States, and Trick tells his son that the 50th anniversary for hip hop concert is canceled, and it's because of Trina. So he makes his son call Trina to ask, like, why was it canceled? And Trina was like, it's just not the right time and everything. And she was like, she gonna hook him up later. And then she tells Trick to just come on down to the trip anyway, because she brought her man. So might as well add another man to the mix. So Trick indeed goes. And by the time he gets there, it's nighttime and everybody has joined together for Amara's machete. Machata, not machete. Machata lesson. And so Alan comes. She invited Alan. And Alan decides to dance with Gael and Flo. And him and Gael are flirting with each other, and Amara's standing over to the side. And so after they get done dancing, Gael was like, we should link up or whatever. He was like, I got you. I'll show you around or whatever. And so she was like, I bet. Now the twins, the Newport twins, overheard this. And they was like, So Amara is in her feelings and she pulls her baby daddy off to the side so they can have a conversation because she don't like what she's seeing. So she tell him not to disrespect her. And they get to arguing in Spanish. Meanwhile, Gael don't give a damn about the fact that he's Amara's baby daddy. She don't give a damn about the fact that this man got a wife. She was like, I don't know the wife. So what does it have to do with me? And I was like, Gael, you blob looking you. This look like a literal glob of snot. Like her face is just an amalgamation of mucus. Like, girl, sit down somewhere. Like, girl, get out of here. Like, she is so disgusting. So going back to Amara and her baby daddy, they over there arguing in Spanish and stuff. And I'm thinking I'm watching a telenovela. I had to check and make sure that I was even still watching Love and Hip Hop Miami. So they then go over to Flo, who's sitting with Gael and Bobby and somebody else, and she gets a text message from Claudia, and Claudia shows her a screenshot of her being on FaceTime with Marlon and saying, while you out the country, yo trying to get with me. And Claudia was like, and by the way, ask your sister to tell you that we fucked. And Bobby was like, oh no. And so she was like, what are you talking about? I did not do that. I did not do that. I did not do that. And even in her confession, she said that they didn't smash. She said that they just kissed. But regardless, it's still messed up. Like, you love being somebody's sloppy seconds, third, they sloppy Joe. Like, you are just a sloppy. Like, I do not like Gael. So of course, Flo gets mad and storms off, but it's like, for what? She your husband and you still took her back. So anything at this point is just up for grabs. Like, is you're a dumb right along with your sister. And make sure, you guys, that you thumbs up this video. Give your girls a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm. If you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button right now. Share this video. Share it with your family, friends, on social media, all of that. And if you have not joined my Patreon, okay, join my Patreon. The link is down below in the description box. That's where you get all of the uncut versions of my reviews, okay? You getting cussing, you getting that real deal Holyfield. We have a ball over there on Patreon, so make sure you join. So then we go back to Amara and her baby daddy. And Amara was like, if I would have known that was your wife, I would have never given birth. But my love, you already admitted during y'all first sit down when he outed you for knowing that he was married, that he was telling you he was going to get a divorce and this, that, and the third. Regardless, you knew that this man was married and continued on a relationship with him, got pregnant by him, decided to keep the kids, got engaged to him, even though he married to somebody else, which is beyond my imagination. Had the kids, and then want to sit up here and cry when shockingly he leaves you holding the bag, literally. Like, Amara, nobody feels bad for you. Nobody feels bad for you because you didn't give a about that man's wife, and when you accepted his ring and had 2 kids by him. So don't sit up here and try to act like you're such this damn victim, girl. Now, if you wanted to keep your babies and keep it moving, that's one thing. But girl, you knew what it was. It's like, Amara, don't nobody care about you and these alligator tears. Don't nobody care, girl. You need more people. So, she get mad and throw her little silver Aldo heel. And then she mushed she mushed Alan in the face. Security come over, it's like, Amara, stop or whatever. Alan, meanwhile, just sitting there swinging his legs and laughing at her. And he was like, shut the fuck up, you street. Let me tell you something. You call me a street. We about to have a street fight, okay? I have never heard nobody call somebody a street. We about to take off our shoes and we running a fade right there in the middle of Mexico. I don't wherever they at, baby. You got me messed up. So he was like, that's why I'm not going to be with you. Nobody wants your black. The way my mouth dropped when that man said that to that lady, and the bass behind it. I don't understand how all of them didn't jump him. Everybody in that cast should have jumped that, because who the f is you talking about some with your black ass? You f***ed her black ass. You nutted up in her black ass. You proposed to her black ass. You filming with her black ass. This is the mother, however you feel about her, this is still the mother of your children. Your kids could have came out dark skinned. They would have been a bunch of black too. He ain't shit, bro. Baby, every time I see him, we would be fighting. I don't give a if we was at communion in church. We fighting. I'm throwing crackers and wine at you, cranberry juice or whatever. I'm calling all my cousins and everything. We beating your ass, okay? Oh, ass Al, be sure. Look. The next day, Brooke visits Amara in her hotel room. Her mom is there and everything, and she's destroyed over everything that happened the night before. So Amara was like, he lied to me. He said he loved me and that he wanted to be with me. And I'm like, Amara, stop trying to make yourself be the victim. That's that victim mentality where she always tries to act like she's oblivious to her participation in these things. And then when it doesn't come out the way she envisioned in her puny brain, it's like, what have I done? Why doesn't anybody love me? Like, girl, stop. You are your own worst enemy. So she then say, I really wanted to have a family and he laughed at me. That really triggered me. One time his friend told me while I was pregnant that Alan doesn't like black women and that he only got with me because he saw me as an opportunity. And then what he said last night, like, why is it so bad to be black? I still think I'm pretty. And it's like, okay, girl. Amara, you're pretty. You're pretty. Was what he said to you to the up? Hell yes, it was. But at the end of the day, if a person told you, his friend told you that this man don't even like black, quote unquote, women, even though he black himself, but okay. But that's a whole nother conversation. Obviously that means that he don't like chocolate women. Why are you still trying so hard with this man? Now, for the sake of your children, I would try to build a relationship to an extent. But after I see that he gonna continue to play in my face, lie and do all of that, you stay over where you at. Me and my kids gonna be where we're at and we gonna live our life, okay? Because ain't nobody got time for all of this drama and toxic behavior and the back and forth. And she just steady sitting there looking dumb in the face when it come to this man. It's like, girl, please stop, please. So Brooke tells her to, stop trying to change this man because it's not going to happen. Like, it's just simply not. And she tells her that Shay is coming. So then we switch to Shay arriving and her and Brooke sit down and have a one-on-one conversation because Brooke asks her, did she say to Estelita, you need to go and suck your dick? It's not funny. It's not. Keisha. So Shay was like, yeah, I said it, but you have no idea who Estelita is. She was very open with me, telling me how she loved being a prostitute and how she had many sugar daddies. One main sugar daddy being the one that just died and left her the apartment she's in. Who I was referring to was her daddy, the several daddies she has claimed in the conversations we've had. So Brooke was like, I'm not going to say you lying, you telling the truth, but I just suggest that you sit down and talk to her because she thought that you were meaning her real father and you know what he did to her and you just need to clarify and clear it up. Shay, like, whatever. Shay's excuse is a great excuse, but at the end of the day, in the heat of the moment, you still know what that would imply. What you saying it. Whether that was your intention, you still know what that implication would do to her. Period. You know that it was going to trigger her. You know that's going to be the first thing that she thought of. You didn't say sugar daddy. You said your daddy. Okay? So I would have been thinking the same thing, And I do think that she meant it to hurt her. I do honestly believe that she was talking about her father because Shay is a vindictive person and she don't give a damn when she get mad at folks and she gonna say whatever she can to hurt you. So Shay is a mess, but that wig and honey and the way it was sitting on top of her head, I was like, you need to be mad at that her instead of being mad at everybody. So as they're talking, Amara joins them out of nowhere and Brooke looked genuinely shocked to see Amara because she told Amara, go lay your down in that bed. Don't get up. Take a nap. So Amara come down, her done, everything did. Sit down and she asks Shay, did she say that to Estelita? And Shay says yes. And she tells her side of the story. And she says that Estelita is very manipulative and that she's manipulated Amara. And Amara was like, so have you? Well, it don't look like Amara want to make peace, does it? So Shay was like, and you've talked about me too? Mm-hmm. So they get the arguing going back and forth, and Amara says that she don't believe Shay. She believes that Shay said it to hurt that girl. She knew exactly what she was saying. And she was like, you need to leave. And Shay was like, make me, bitch. Make me. So Amara get up was like, you need to go. Security pulled them away from each other and everything. And Brooke just sitting there like, what the f is happening here? Like, this is not how I envisioned this going down. I don't know if this is the same day or whatever, but we see Shay visit Flo because that's the only friend she got on this trip at this point. And Flo tells her, no, I'm sorry. Shay brings up Gael to Flo and how she don't see it for her sister. So Flo then tells her about what Gael has recently been up to with Claudia and everything. And so Flo tells Shay that what you said to Estelita was wrong and you need to apologize to that girl and you need to clarify it. Shay once again rolling her eyes like, huh, I will rather drop before I apologize. That's literally the energy that she was giving. So the next day, everybody's partying, or either that night, everybody partying in Bobby's room. And Brooke pulls Estelita to the side and tells her that Shay is there. So Estelita ready. She is ready, honey. Shay arrives and walks in with Flo. She speaks to everybody, and Estelita was like, you want to have a one-on-one? Like, Estelita was about it. I was like, okay, I ain't never seen Estelita like this. Estelita acting like she could fight. So everybody was like, time to go. So everybody's like, we going to the club. So everybody literally left the room except for production and Shay and Estelita. So Shay tells her that she wasn't talking about her father. She was talking about her sugar daddies. And she apologizes, which was big of Shay. I'll give it to her. At least she apologized. But Estelita ain't trying to hear it. She was like, I know you and I know that's what you meant. So Estelita was like, and at the end of the day, I know why you mad. You mad because I didn't come to your daughter's party. And Shay was like, yes, I was. And she was like, I never told you I was coming, though. And she was like, yes, you did. And then she goes on to say in her confessional that I invited her to my daughter's party. And when she didn't show up, they let me know I couldn't fuck with her. Girl, the hell with Shajaya. Shajaya don't even know she had a birthday party. You sound dumb as act like she is Shajaya auntie, her godmother, her grandmother. Like she don't owe you. Y'all just became friends. Why is Estelita's presence so dire to you? You sound dumb. You just want to have issues with people because you're an angry. Like every fiber of Shay's being is just mad. Girl. So they arguing back and forth, and Estelita act like she trying to get at her. I don't know if she tried to throw one of them plastic cups or whatever, child, but security sweep in, and Shay was like, all right, girl, bye, whatever. She said Shay away, child, and Estelita was like, I f*** your ass up. And I was like, okay, you the third city girl? All right. So then the next day, everybody's out on the beach. And we see that Shay posted on her Instagram that she ain't going nowhere. That was like, girl, you are too funny looking to be putting your face in the camera like that, scaring folks. So everybody is outside at the beach. And no one believes Shay's side of the story. Amara tells them that Alan is coming so she can give him another chance to explain himself of why he said what he said to her. And Trina like, girl, leave that man alone. Raise your kids by yourself. Why do you continue to go above and beyond trying to build this relationship with your children and this man? And she was like, I'm just trying to, be there for my girls. I'm just trying to do the best thing. Girl, you just trying. You just want to be in this place because you still got feelings for him. But once again, I cannot feel sorry for you because you met him through MJ, who you was going with at the time, him over, started his partner, got pregnant by him and everything else, and then tried to front in his face like, you ain't introduced me to him. I don't owe you nothing. And then you knew the man was married. So everything that you are going through is all of your fault. God don't like ugly. And I wish somebody would say that to her. Like, stop trying to play the victim, Amara. God. So then they play this game or whatever where they got to say something nice and then say what they don't like about a person. And Flo tells Trina that she mean. And I was like, about time somebody told her. And one thing I can say about Flo is that she ain't scared of Trina where everybody else try to kiss Trina. And Trina gonna talk to her boyfriend about it. It was like, you think I mean? Yeah, are. You act like you constipated. The Bopsy twins pull Amara and tell her that Gael, was trying to hook up with Alan. And so Amara decides to confront her. Why? Why are you this man literally just called you a black ass the other night. You shouldn't give a what that nigga. Have him. Go ahead. I give you my blessing. Why do you care? Why do you care? You look dumb. So Gael was like, I don't have to answer that question because I'm grown. Like, fuck are you? Y'all not together. Gael was like, what else you want to know? That Alan came to my room last night? Amara standing there looking dumb again. And I was like, this is what you get. And then Alan arrives, child. And everybody clears out once again, like, time to go. Like in the color purple. And then the episode goes off. Child. That was crazy. That was crazy. Okay. I give the episode an A. It was one of the best episodes so far from this season. I thoroughly enjoyed all of it. Okay. I enjoyed it all. Amara need help.